Tower, runway 5 at Alpha 1, clear for takeoff.
Kinston native Guy Skinner may be the oldest pilot in NC, still soaring high at 96 years old.
I think there may be somebody older than I don't know. Not many of them, though.
A World War II veteran, Skinner remembers lying in the mud and snow and freezing cold during the Battle of the Bulge.
These guys flying those airplanes, I said, if they make it back to base tonight, they're going to have a nice warm place to sleep and good food to eat.
Skinner passed the test to get his pilot's license the very first time he took it, something that rarely happens. After getting his pilot's license, he joined the Civil Air Patrol.
That was a part of the Air Force, and I got to fly many hundreds of hours with them looking for downed aircraft and lost people and marijuana and things like that.
Since retiring, Skinner looks for any excuse to fly his Cessna.
I had a lot of work done it last year, because if I'm going to fly it, I want it to be in first-class shape.
He says that he practices the most crucial part of flying, taking off and landing, in his field at least once a week.
If I don't fly it for a while, I don't like for it to sit too long, so I'll get out and just do around the field if I don't do anything else.
He enjoys taking people up in the sky whenever he has the chance to.
The other day that we had a new Woodman of the World place here in Kinston. They wanted some aerial pictures taken of it, and so they asked me if I would fly a photographer around.
Skinner took his mother flying for the first time on her 100th birthday and says that that was one of his greatest memories flying. He flies to visit family whenever he gets the chance.
I got a grandson who lives in Myrtle Beach, and I fly down there, yeah. I've taken all the grandkids flying.
Skinner says as long as he keeps passing a physical, he's able to fly.
I went to a doctor over in New Bern, and he checked me over. I think he tried to find something wrong with me when he found out how old I was. he looked over and said, well, I can't find nothing wrong. You're good for 2 more years.
This is Kendel with Pirate News Network.
Here in the Mendenhall Brickyard, the Student Government Association will hold their campaign debates tonight at 5.
Behind closed doors and stalls around its campus, East Carolina University has a tissue issue. Many students, faculty, and staff members at ECU have complained to Director of Housekeeping Carl Thorell about the fact that the school only provides one-ply toilet paper in its dorms, classrooms, and office buildings.
I don't hear from a lot of people on campus, but usually if they do hear from them, it's usually complaining about the quality of the toilet paper, which I understand. It's not great stuff.
The toilet paper used here at ECU is almost so thin you can see right through it. Here, 2-ply or not 2-ply, that's the question.
I definitely think it needs to be 2-ply because it takes a lot more to get the job done than 2-ply would.
Many students who live in dorms crave the 2-ply comfort of home and have resorted to buying their own toilet paper, even if they have to go out of their way to get it.
It should be thicker and more comfortable, but yeah, it's very thin and it's hard to use and easily rips.
The Residence Hall Association has discussed improving the quality of toilet paper used in dorms, and members agree that the current paper is too thin and needs to be changed.
In my opinion, if you're just working here, it's not as big a deal, but if you live here as a student, especially in the Residence Hall, I think it would be when you're there every day, all day.
Administrators are hesitant to purchase higher quality toilet paper because of the impact it may have on the budget.
As far as the toilet paper goes, I think basically what it comes down to, particularly with our budget issues that the state's having now, is it comes down to price. This is what they can get for this price and save as much money as they can. They'll put that in there for now.
However, Duke University recently upgraded from 1-ply to 2-ply toilet paper, and Director of Housekeeping Albert Scott says it has been more cost-effective to provide a better quality toilet paper on the Duke campus because students use way less of it.
I think the students would have probably more, like I say, like housing. They have their own budget, they have their own money. I think they could probably get a change done more than in some other areas.
I'm Kendel with the Pirate News Network.
I'm standing here on 10th Street right where 18-year-old Mitchell Wilkerson lost control of his pickup in the rain and smashed into the car of ECU student Elizabeth Griffiths.
Mr. Daniel Coward knows it well.
One guy last year, somebody threatened to beat him.
Some restaurants have established regulations to ensure the safety of drivers.
We don't make our drivers use those car toppers, so it's not a big rob me sign when they pull into a neighborhood.
Coward said he checks police reports to see what neighborhoods are too dangerous for Wings Over Greenfield delivery drivers.
If we get, X amount of robberies here, neighborhoods cut off, or if there's ever been an incident where somebody from your apartment complex has threatened one of my drivers, we'll either cut off that building or if not the whole complex.
China King owner Ben Lin says none of his delivery drivers have ever been robbed and the restaurant has been open for 6 years.
We always tell our driver just carry like, $10 or $20 change in their pocket to make enough cash to make changes to the customers.
In the past decade, increasing numbers of food delivery restaurants have hired female delivery drivers.
My personal opinion, the female driver is less likely to get insulted or attacked by the males.
China King delivery driver Olivia Lewis says people are often surprised when she delivers to unsafe neighborhoods.
I'm not just afraid of getting robbed. I'm scared someone's going to pull me into their apartment, and you never really know what's going to happen, so you always have to be able to protect yourself.
She says most drivers she knows carry pepper spray or some type of weapon when they deliver. Lynn does not encourage China King delivery drivers to carry any weapons or firearms.
Just in case if they get robbed, I would just give them money or food, whatever they want.
I'm Kendel for the Pirate News Network.
The toilet paper used here at ECU is almost so thin you can see right through it. Here, 2-ply or not 2-ply? That's the question.